Hello, everyone. This is The Sports Angle. I'm your host, Rocco Kelly. Super Bowl 55, Tampa Bay, Florida. Tony Romo, Jim Nantz, side the broadcast booth. One of the best combinations of in all of Super Bowl history. I understand Super Bowl has had a lot of good announcers, but I'm happy that Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. You see on the screen, you've got kickoff about to take off. Tampa Bay is going to receive the kick. Kansas City will have to kick it off. Harrison Butker, focused, ready to get this started. The tension is building. The excitement is getting up there. And the kick is off. Harrison Butker kicks it away. Tampa Bay, and they're going to go out and field the kick. And Mickens goes down to the 24-yard line. This Super Bowl is going to be one of the best. Understand the hype surrounding Tom Brady. His 10th Super Bowl start. Him trying to get win number 7. This Super Bowl is very interesting to note when you understand the significance of Tom Brady winning his 7th Super Bowl. It's a pass play to Chris Godwin, only get a couple of yards. Right now it is second down for Tampa Bay. They're showing the offensive line, very underrated offensive line. Tristan Wirfs, the rookie standout from this team. Leonard Fournette, the guy that was abandoned in Jacksonville. They have Mike Evans, the best jump ball wide receiver in all of the NFL. It's going to be a run play. Fournette to the right, gains a couple of yards. This Kansas City defense, it hasn't gotten a lot of attention. But understand that Chris Jones is one of the best in all of the NFL. Frank Clark, been productive the last couple of years. Kansas City's defense, when it comes to the passing game, Nick Sorensen, Tyrann Mathieu, plenty of talent on that side of the ball. We'll see who gets it done on the defense. Brady, Godwin, he drops it. Just went off the hands of Chris Godwin. And it is now 4th down for Tampa Bay. They're going to have to kick it off. So the first drive for Tampa Bay, not much they could do. Now we're going to get to see Patrick Mahomes do what he does best. We are going to see one of the youngest rising stars in the NFL take care of business. What I really want to know is when it comes to Patrick Mahomes, will he be able to do what he did last year? As the punt is off, it's going to go down to Brian Pringle, Mecole Hardman. And it is down in Kansas City's zone. And there is Patrick Mahomes right on the screen. 2nd Super Bowl start. And they're going to keep on reminding you that he was the Super Bowl MVP last year. They want you to not forget he was the Super Bowl MVP last year. Patrick Mahomes has a lot of confidence. I'll give him that. He has shown a lot of confidence this season. He's shown a lot of confidence in his career, and I have a lot of respect for that. Now Mahomes to Pringle. He gets out of a tackle, but then is eventually taken down by the Buccaneers star linebacker Devin White. Their offensive line, not the most flashy in Kansas City, but they do get the job done. Eric Fisher, their cornerstone, is not there. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, wide receiver, all-pro Tyreek Hill. This Kansas City Chiefs team has got a lot of potential and a lot of talent on the offensive side. They move Kelsey to the right. Mahomes play action, and he almost gets taken down by, once again, one of their star linebackers, Shaq Barrett. Now, let me tell you something about Shaq Barrett. He came over from Denver, and Denver Broncos fans have been kicking the front office for letting Shaq Barrett go. Shaq Barrett could have been one of the stars of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He would have been one of the stars of the Denver Broncos if they would have kept him with Von Miller. But instead, he develops his own legacy here in Tampa Bay. Now the play, Mahomes runs to the left. He's got some space. Devin White is chasing him. He steps out of bounds for the first down. Patrick Mahomes' feet has always been the best part of his game. Patrick Mahomes can get out of so many situations with his legs. And I've always wondered, when it comes to Patrick Mahomes, how many times is Tampa Bay going to force him to stay in the pocket instead of allowing him to run and create options down the field? That's a story we're going to have to focus on. Now they're in the shotgun. Mahomes is looking to the right, looking to the left. He's going to take off. He's in the pocket. He's getting out of the pocket. Steps out of bounds while being chased by Jason Pierre-Paul. It is second down for Kansas City. What I like about this play is you're noticing Kelsey and Hill to the left. They shift to the middle of the field. It allows Patrick Mahomes to take off and take care of business. Like I mentioned earlier in the show, Patrick Mahomes with his legs can kill you offensively. Patrick Mahomes can wear out your defense by using his legs. Patrick Mahomes fires just a bit off from Mecole Hardman. That would have been a solid play if Hardman would have been able to come down and make the catch, but was past his reach. The Dominic Sue, Vita Vea, there's a reason why they have the number one rushing defense in the NFL. You see the four-headed monsters, Pierre-Paul, David, White, and Barrett. And I'm very impressed with Winfield. Winfield has no doubt been one of the best pickups for the Buccaneers on defense. Solid young core. This next play, Mahomes looking to his right and once again tries to go to Hardman. Cannot get it done. I think we're noticing right now that both offenses have not made a major impact to start the game. But the more the game goes on, the more we're going to see the traditional. We're going to see the traditional setup of allowing these teams to get more comfortable as the game progresses. So I am not worried about the beginning of this game. Because understand that when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs and when it comes to Tampa Bay, the later the game goes, the better the offenses are going to be. The more you're going to see these teams get more momentum, get more chemistry later into the game. So do not worry about this first drive. Because this first drive is not going to be the telltale sign of what we're going to see later today. Now, they're going to go do all these commercials. And while they're doing that, just a main vocal point of this game that I have observed is this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. There's been more of a spread offense. They're going to pass the ball, but they've also been running the ball. Brady, Fournette, they are being able to have the passing game and have the running game. With Kansas City, it's been pretty apparent that Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes is using his legs for himself. And with their running game with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, there's not going to be that much of a stress on him being a main vocal point. That is a key difference I've noticed right away. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to have a run and pass offense, where Kansas City's pretty much going to be pass, and if they have to run, Mahomes is going to take his legs and use it for himself. Now, these commercials that are being shown right now on the television screen, there has been this controversy. There has been discussions of all these companies backing out of the Super Bowl. Could it be because of how expensive the commercials are? Could it be for political reasons? Could it be because of the fact that all these streaming services are taking the viewership away from the TV advertisers? There's all of this discussion. Here's what I believe. The reason why a lot of these companies are turning away from the Super Bowl. The reason why a lot of these companies are no longer putting their hard-earned money and putting all their billions of dollars into millions for advertising is pretty simple. They don't want to spend $7 million, $8 million, $9 million if it's not worth getting all of the eyeballs back on the product. I think that's the reason why a lot of those companies turned away the Super Bowl this year, because they don't want to waste $5 million if they're not going to get some money back from that investment. That's what commercials are. I want everyone to think about that. Commercials are meant to be an investment. You make a commercial and you try to gain as much money back as possible. Let's get back into the game here. Tom Brady under center. They give it to Ronald Jones Jr. He breaks a tackle. He breaks a second tackle before being taken down by a group of Chiefs defenders. First down and 10. I mentioned earlier in the show, Tampa Bay's running game is going to be very important. Do not underestimate them. Do not underestimate how much Tampa Bay is going to use Ronald Jones. How much they're going to use Leonard Fournette to get the job done tonight. As we see Ronald Jones on the sideline, they've swapped him out. There's 4 on the right, 1 to the left. And this is going to be a trick play. They give it to Scotty Miller. He is taken down by Frank Clark. Frank Clark. What can I say about Frank Clark that hasn't already been said before? He did really well in Seattle, requested the trade, came over to Kansas City, and he has put the pressure on those offenses in Kansas City. So Frank Clark's going to send the pressure. Chris Jones going to send pressure. I am very confident that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to put as much pressure as humanly possible on Tom Brady. Another completion to Cameron Brate, and that is going to not be enough to get the first down. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, from what I have observed, they also tend to do a short pass instead of the long ball. And that could be something we're going to notice during today's game. Are they going to put very much attention on them having the short game versus going for the long ball, going for the medium shot? Brady going back under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by the Kansas City Chiefs. Okafor and Clark got there. There's a little bit of back and forth conversation, but Frank Clark and Alex Okafor getting to Tom Brady. This game being a lot about the defense, we have seen this so far. Tom Brady getting sacked by Frank Clark, help from Alex Okafor, and that's going to bring out the punting unit for Tampa Bay. And the one thing I've observed as they're putting the ball back to Kansas City, Hardman, it has not touched it, and here we go. Kansas City has to grab it, and they get down to the 50-yard line. That was a very smart move by Hamilton. A lot of people didn't notice this, but Tampa Bay made a mistake on the punting unit. So So Hamilton from Kansas City had to step in and take care of business on that end. Now, for the people who are big comic book heads, Falcon, Winter Soldier, how do you think that movie's going to turn out? How do you think having Anthony Mackie, having a Sebastian Stan, them coming back with the Marvel Universe, how well do you think that movie's going to go for all the people out there who love watching the MCU? I mean, understand that for someone who has watched the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you've had Falcon, you've had Winter Soldier for X amount of years, and it will be a very good story to tell about what will happen after Captain America has given the shield to Falcon, has given the Winter Soldier, a pat on the back saying, "You got this." Inspiration with St. Jude's Research Hospital. Give credit to St. Jude. I'll definitely give them credit there. But as the commercials are playing right now, I want to ask all of you who are watching right now, what is your immediate reaction to this Super Bowl? Okay, we've seen a trio of drives happen. We've seen what Kansas City has done. We have seen what Tampa Bay has done. What do you think about this game so far? What is your reaction to the game itself? Because I'm going to give credit. The defenses have been phenomenal. The defenses for the Chiefs, the defenses for the Buccaneers have been doing their job every single time. And right now, those offenses are going to have to change up their game plan because the defense is taking care of business. They're taking out the trash right now. And the defense, they're definitely going to get their money's worth tonight. So as the commercials are playing here for the Super Bowl, we are going to have Super Bowl 55. This is the live stream. This is the Sports Angle with your host, Rocco Kelly. And right now, we're covering the game. We're doing this live right now as the game's being played in Tampa Bay, Florida. I want people to understand how incredible Tom Brady going to 10 Super Bowls really is. I mean, the fact that you have one guy who has been dominant for almost 2 decades. I have said on my show, and I'll say it again, it is an accomplishment that a lot of people are going to take for granted until he is gone. We're going to get back to the game here. Patrick Mahomes under center. He shifts Kelsey to the right. It is going to be it's going to be a screen to Tyreek Hill. Second down for the Kansas City Chiefs. I do respect Tony Romo for his insight in the game. And I will give a lot of acknowledgement right now to the fact that Tony Romo is taking a lot of the stuff he learned in the NFL and he's using it for the commentary. Now, Kelsey once again shift to the right, Mahomes in the shotgun, and they finally have a run given to someone not named Patrick Mahomes. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the first round pick from LSU. Getting a couple of yards there on the play. Credit to the offensive line. They kept the pile moving. Picked up a couple extra yards there to get the first down. And right now they're focusing on David and White. And that's an observation there. That Kansas City is kind of using David and White and putting a lot of pressure on those two. 1st and 10, they move Hill. Now they move him back to the left. Mahomes in the shotgun. He's going to move to the left. He's out of the pocket. He's going to get past Levante David, and he is going to run out of bounds for the first down. Patrick Mahomes getting out of the pocket. You're going to see a lot of this today. Patrick Mahomes has been the best quarterback in the NFL the past 4 years. The past 4 seasons, Patrick Mahomes has been the guy, the poster boy of the NFL. But this is what makes this game so good. Tom Brady Patrick Mahomes, the best versus the best. Mahomes in the shotgun. He gives it off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he is taken down. He's taken down 2nd and 4 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Super Bowl halftime show, The Weeknd. I'm not the biggest Weeknd guy, but for the people who do like his music, are you excited to see him perform this halftime show? Are you excited to have The Weeknd be put on full display out there in Tampa? Mahomes in the shotgun. He moves Helaire to the right, 2nd and 4. Mahomes all by himself. Now Mahomes looking left, looking right, using his legs. He's going to fire. And it is tipped in the end zone. Antoine Winfield Jr., he was there to put the pressure. It looked like they were looking for Byron Pringle. But there is a flag on the play. And the flag is on the defense. Tampa Bay, they jumped just a bit too early. So that was going to be a costly mistake for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jason Pierre-Paul just a little bit quick on the gun there. And now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with all the progress they made, they are now going to have to do it again. As for the first time in this game, the Kansas City Chiefs are in Tampa Bay's zone. Now you have Mahomes in the shotgun, Helaire to his left. They're sending Hardman over, shifting him to the left. And, oh, that could have been a costly play right there. Mahomes fired to Hardman. Dysere almost got to the ball. So Tampa Bay, that was another chance where they could have done something. But thankfully, Mahomes was able to not get it exactly where it needed to be. I mean, if you move it 5 feet, Dean has this as an interception. Okay? That is how crucial that play was. 2nd and 10, Mahomes in the shotgun. He moves Watkins over to the left. Now Mahomes is going to do the option. He gives it to Helaire, and Helaire is taken down by Devin White. I mean, that option play, Devin White was immediately on it. Not the best play from Patrick Mahomes there. If we watch the replay, Devin White was not fooled for a second. He immediately got to Helaire, took him down. Now, if this was me, I would have had Mahomes just run it, because it looks like they were already knowing that Helaire was going to be the runner. But too little, too late now. All right, 11 yards to the first down. Mahomes in the shotgun. Helaire to the left. A trio of receivers to the right. And pressure from Devin White. Mahomes using his feet. He throws it. And, drop from Tyreek Hill. That was such a bang-bang play. Tyreek Hill could have had it in the end zone. Great play by Dean to send pressure to Mahomes. Antoine Winfield was able to get in there and put some pressure with Tyreek Hill. Winfield, I've been mentioning him all game long. He has been one of the best defensive backs in the NFL. Hill went right into his fingertips. Very costly play for Tyreek Hill. Harrison Butker, 49-yard attempt for Kansas City. And the kick is up. And it is right in the middle. The first points of the game is a field goal by Kansas City. So right now we have Kansas City up 3-0 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 5 minutes left in the first. Man, these dog commercials get me every single time. Maybe it's because I have 2 dogs at home. But whenever I see dogs being featured in a commercial, it just makes me laugh. Is it weird that I don't even know what this company is, but yet I want to endorse them? Because you got the Allegiant Stadium sucking in Matthew McConaughey. You've got the dog walking Matthew McConaughey. I mean, I'm going to mention that this commercial is one of the weirdest I have ever seen, but it makes me want to like the product. And that's a key to advertising. Alright, advertising has always been about the weirdest commercials will always grab your attention, and this Doritos commercial is one of the best. So I will tell all of you when it comes to these commercials, Doritos has made the best by far. Right now, Doritos, #1, top of the class when it comes to the 2021 Super Bowl commercial. Will Ferrell with facial hair, something I'm never going to get out of my brain now. I mean, his entire life, he has been the clean-shaven Will Ferrell, not the beard Will Ferrell. So that's something that's going to have to get out of my mind for 0.2 seconds. Aquafina, very talented actress, by the way. A lot of people don't give her credit. And once again, I have to figure out this commercial 10 seconds later. And this Super Bowl, first quarter, 5 minutes into the game. Will Ferrell in a commercial for a car. I've seen everything. Tampa Bay and Kansas City, props to their defense. I'm going to keep saying this every commercial break because it's true. This defense for Tampa Bay has been solid. The defense for Kansas City has gotten pressure to Tom Brady. Both of them are doing exactly what they need to do during this Super Bowl. I give props to every single defensive member of Tampa Bay and Kansas City. They're doing their job. And once again, they're going to advertise the Pepsi halftime show. You're going to see that about 50 times a night. And we've got legends in the crowd. You have Buccaneers fans. You got grown men dressing up like pirates. You have the Bud Light dude, Harrison Butker, about to do the kickoff. You got Jordan Mickens about to return the kick. Now, Mickens, I believe he's just going to let it go in the end zone. He has. So it's going to be the 25-yard line for Tampa Bay. We have the next-gen stats brought to you by Amazon. The route recognition, the second highest in the NFL from Tampa Bay. That's a good statistic to know. And Tom Brady has had a dozen touchdown passes on go routes. Those are information that apparently they needed you to know about. So there you go. Tom Brady under center. You got two receivers, one running back, one tight end. You have Ronald Jones going up the gut, a couple of yards there. So 2nd down and 6 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You see Bruce Arians on the sidelines, the architect of Tampa Bay. Tom Brady once again giving it down the middle, and they almost get the first down, which just stopped a bit short. Credit to Kansas City defense for not allowing the first down. The oldest head coach in Super Bowl history, Marv Levy, but Bruce Arians is the 2nd oldest. That's a good factoid for everybody to know. So 1 yard to go for Tampa Bay to get the first down. They transition Gronk to the left. Brady's going to transition Johnson a little bit to the right. And there you go. Leonard Fournette pounds his way to the first down, taken down by Wharton. So it's 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, phenomenal pickup for Tampa Bay. Him coming over from Jacksonville, he was abandoned, forgotten by the Jaguars organization. He comes over to Tampa Bay, and he goes to a Super Bowl. Tom Brady, Super Bowl career, 7-1, 2nd quarter, 6-2 in the 4th quarter. Touchdowns to interception ratio. Now this is a play fake, play action. Brady looking, and almost picked off by Breeland, but there is a flag on the play. We're going to check the flag. We'll see what happened with Kansas City. Mike Evans, the intended target for Tom Brady. A holding penalty on Breeland. That is going to help Tampa Bay get down the field. Tom Brady is looking very confident today. Tom Brady looks like he knows what he has to do to pick up that 7th Super Bowl. You see the trip right there. You see the hold from Breeland. That's why Evans didn't get there. Now, 1st and 10. He moves Godwin to the right. Brady under center. Fournette. Play action. Brady looking, firing, and it is completed to his former Patriots teammate, Antonio Brown. I mean, what a redemption story for Antonio Brown, am I right? I mean, Antonio Brown has done a lot right this season. I mean, Antonio Brown, first off, goes to Tampa Bay, cleans up his act a bit, seems like he's changed his attitude. So I give Antonio Brown props. He's doing what he's got to do. So it is 1st and 10 around the 40-yard line. They move Brate to the left. Brady gives it play action to Fournette. Gives it to Cameron Brate. He's got blockers. He's got space, and he gets the 1st down near the 25-yard line. I mean, a very smart play from Brady. He knew Fournette wasn't going to be open. He checks down. He goes to Cameron Brate. And Cameron Brate gets the job done. He gets them to where he needs to be. 1st and 10 around the 25-yard line for Tampa Bay. Brady under center. He moves Brate, then undoes it. And they give it to Fournette. Fournette gets some space to the right. Another 1st down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Solid play so far by Leonard Fournette. I mean, Leonard Fournette has been doing exactly what they're paying him to do. I mean, that running play was the perfect example of Leonard Fournette making a situation better with his legs. I mean, that IQ of bouncing out to the right, that is phenomenal by Leonard Fournette. So 1st and 10, Brady under center, moves Godwin to the left. Antonio Brown with an easy screenplay, and that is a couple of yards, 2nd and 5 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Antonio Brown, Tom Brady, very good connection there. So with them being near the 10-yard line, it is red zone time for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right now, Brady's been perfect on this drive. We're going to see how Tom Brady performs in this red zone opportunity. All right, Brady in the shotgun. Fournette to his left. A trio of receivers to the right. He gives it to Gronk. Touchdown, Rob Gronkowski. For the first time in 4 years, we can say Rob Gronkowski win with a Super Bowl touchdown. I mean, Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady have been the bread and butter for 9 years. So for Tom Brady to get his 13th touchdown to Rob Gronkowski, most by a quarterback receiver duo all time, it is incredible. I give all the props in the world to Rob Gronkowski for what he has done this year. So Tampa Bay put him on the board. Here comes the kick. This should be a easy shot for them. It is 7-3 for Tampa Bay. Man, Rob Gronkowski, it's really good to see him score a touchdown once again. I'm very happy that they have done that. Now let me ask you, what do you think? For all the people who are listening right now, what do you think about Rob Gronkowski, the touchdown from Tom Brady? I mean, it's just a really good situation right there. So this Super Bowl is going to be one of the most hyped that we have had in years. Tom Brady doing his thing, getting the job done. And I will give props. I will give props to Bruce Arians for what he is doing so far. Bruce Arians is taking advantage of the situation. He is getting it done the right way. And Tom Brady, the man. I mean, he is doing what is best for business. So I am excited for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're up 7-3 right now. And we only have a couple of seconds left in the first quarter. And this first quarter, Tampa Bay, clearly the favorite right now with the way they are playing. I mean, the stats just back it up themselves. Right now, Brady 6 for 7, 50 yards, only one touchdown, but yet is the first touchdown of the game. Leonard Fournette, he is putting in that work for Tampa Bay. And I want to mention to everyone who's not able to watch right now, I want everyone to know this. Tampa Bay is getting down the field more efficiently than Kansas City is right now. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are being more open to getting down the field than Kansas City. Kansas City has had a harder time getting as many yards down the field as Tampa Bay. I mean, just this last drive proved it. I mean, they went 8 plays, 75 yards. To give you a comparison, Kansas City had 8 plays, only 30 yards in that first drive. So I want to mention to everyone that right now Tampa Bay is setting the example in this Super Bowl. That Tampa Bay is showing everyone that if you can get the momentum and you can build it the right way, you're going to be able to get stuff done. You see Rob Gronkowski shaking his head on the sideline. Now you've got Brian Pringle to return the kick. He's got some room. He has some blockers. The 20, the 30, the 40 getting knocked out of bounds at around the 41-yard line. I mean, the special teams of Kansas City, very undervalued, but very important. For anyone who has watched football or has played football, you will know that your kickoffs, your special teams, is very important to the game. So it is 1st and 10. You have about half a minute left in this Super Bowl. I mean, Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. Williams to his left, being very, very set up to the right side of the field. Kelsey transitions to the right. Hill, Kelsey, watch out for them. Mahomes looking, firing, and it is knocked down by Jason Pierre-Paul. I mean, I'm watching this game right now, and Patrick Mahomes, he just had that ball swatted away with Jason Pierre-Paul. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs organization. I mean, think about this statistic. 6 straight incompletions for Patrick Mahomes. That's a rarity you don't see often. Williams moved back to the left of Mahomes. 4 wide receivers to the right. Mahomes fires to Kelsey, immediately taken down by those long-term stalwart of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that is Lavonte David. Lavonte David, you have Barrett, you have Pierre-Paul, you have White, but don't forget how good Lavonte David is with Tampa Bay. Lavonte David has been the cornerstone of the defense for Tampa Bay. And the fact that he's getting some acknowledgement in the Super Bowl, I am happy for him. You're seeing the fireworks, you're seeing the bombers go off earlier in the game. What did everyone think about that? About having the fireworks and the bombers going off? That's a really cool sight. I thought it was really interesting to see how that developed. And for the first portion of this Super Bowl, what has been your favorite Super Bowl commercial? Because right now, Doritos has hands down been mine. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers leading the Kansas City Chiefs 7-3. I'm very excited for that. For anybody who listens to the Sports Angle on KIOF 97.9 FM, for anyone who watches it on AMP TV, AAMP TV, you will know that your host Rocco Kelly picked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win the Super Bowl. They started out strong, but you still have a lot of play left. And I just want to know from everybody, what has been your favorite moment so far? What's been the best Super Bowl commercial? I say the Doritos of Matthew McConaughey. That was a good one. And I just want to know what everyone here on Facebook believes about the Super Bowl. What does everyone think about it? Because right now, they're showing all the commercials. They're going to milk that for as much as they can. I want to make a vocal point right now. That I want to stress this, that the defense is the number one reason for why the Super Bowl is being played the way it is right now. Tampa Bay is making Patrick Mahomes get out of his comfort zone. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense has been making Patrick Mahomes miss pass after pass after pass. Has anybody seen that Dean and White and Winfield, they are getting to Patrick Mahomes almost with ease in the backfield. And that is an acknowledgement of how solid the defense is in Tampa Bay. And not many people are going to say that tomorrow. Tomorrow, when you go on all these shows, they're going to talk about Mahomes, they're going to talk about Brady, but you need to focus on the defense. Because that defense for Tampa Bay is the reason why Kansas City is making easy mistakes right now. Understand that when it comes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that defense is not going to get enough credit tomorrow with all the networks. But here on the Sports Angle, I'm going to give them their praise right now. We are back in the game. So 4 yards to get the first down. You've got Mahomes to the left of Williams. He transitions Watkins to the right. 2 wide receivers on each side. Mahomes is being pressured, and Williams drops the pass. A lot of pressure from the Dominic Sue. Once again, I mentioned before we went back from break that the defense of Tampa Bay is scary. And all this pressure that Patrick Mahomes is getting is clearly getting to him. I mean, let's just talk about the facts. Patrick Mahomes is only 2 for 9 in the first 15 minutes of play. 2 for 9 for Patrick Mahomes. Who would have guessed that with this Super Bowl? Now the punt return, it goes out of bounds around the 25-yard line. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming back on offense. You've got Mike Evans. You've got Ronald Jones. You have Gronk. Tom Brady walking out confidently. And I like the confidence from Tom Brady. I am happy to see that Tom Brady has so much confidence when he's walking on the field. Because when you've done this for 2 decades, you have a lot of confidence you've been building. Right now, they're in the huddle, getting the play created. You see Mahomes on the sidelines, walking back and forth. Brady under center. You got Ronald Jones in the backfield. They move Godwin to the left. Now Brady getting pressure from Chris Jones. He fires to Ronald Jones. He drops the pass. Now that was a very unfortunate play from Ronald Jones. I believe he could have done a better job at getting the pass completed. But 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look at all the fans in attendance. I mean, you've got Cardinals fans, you've got Buccaneers fans, you have Jake from State Farm for some reason in the stands. So 2nd and 10, Brady in the shotgun, Fournette to his right. Pressure coming from Okafor. Brady fires to his favorite target, Rob Gronkowski. That is going to be around 6 yards to the first down for Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, coming out of retirement, many people didn't expect him to make a major impact for Tampa Bay, but I don't think you can make a bigger impact than catching the first touchdown in the Super Bowl and putting your team up by 4. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's check this real quick. It's a penalty on the defense, penalty on the Chiefs, unnecessary roughness. That's going to be more yards for Tampa Bay. For all the Chiefs fans, you're going to get mad at me when I say this, but the Chiefs defense has been very undisciplined right now. You're seeing the mistakes from Chris Jones. You're seeing the mistakes from Breland earlier in the game. And look at that smile from Tom Brady. Right now, Tom Brady has all the confidence, and why wouldn't you? 8 first downs for Tampa Bay. 14 minutes left in the second. Brady under center. Jones behind him. Tom Brady getting ready, making adjustments, and he is going to give it off to Ronald Jones Jr., and he is going to get around 6 yards. So second down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, very underrated. I said this on my show earlier this week, that Ronald Jones is a very underrated aspect of Tampa Bay. Everyone focuses on Leonard Fournette. They talk about Brady. They talk about Evans. They talk about Antonio Brown and Godwin. But not many people really focus on Ronald Jones. Second down, couple of yards to go. They move Brown to the left. Ronald Jones goes to the right, beats a defender before taken down by Okafor. First down and 10 for Tampa Bay. Man, Tampa Bay is using the running game to their advantage. Right now, Tampa Bay is showing the entire world that Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette is just as valuable as Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin. Because if you don't have a running game, then everyone's going to know you're going to pass it. Now, Brady, play action. He fires, completed to Mike Evans. Mike Evans goes against Sorensen. He is down at the 5-yard line. I mean, this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team is high-powered offense tonight. Mike Evans, that was a 25-plus yard play. He beat Breland on a slant. And Nick Sorensen had to get him out of that situation, had to get him out of bounds. Man, look at Brady, man. Man, look at Tom Brady right now. 8 for 10, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. He is in control as we speak. So you got Evans and Brate lined up to the right. He moves Brate to the left. And a timeout from Tom Brady. So while there's going to be a timeout break in this game, I want to know what everyone thinks about Tom Brady and his success right now. Because the stats right now say it. 7-0 since December. 19 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And what I like about Tom Brady is that the more the season has progressed, the better the chemistry has been. The more time he's been with Evans, the better that's gotten. The more he's been with Antonio Brown, the better the chemistry has been. And the momentum has been building. The chemistry has gotten stronger. And that's something I like about Brady, is that his new team is built on chemistry and momentum right now. First and goal, he moves Brate to the left, gives it to Ronald Jones, and gets to the 2-yard line, taken down by Chris Jones. Chris Jones, very quickly, I want to mention to you, Chris Jones might be the most underrated defensive player in the NFL. When you have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, you're not going to get any credit. But Chris Jones, over the last couple of years, has been the most productive defensive player that gets no acknowledgement from anybody. Now Brady under center, moves Brate to the left. He has Jones in the backfield, play action, And he gives it to the offensive lineman. A little Mike Vrabel trick there. A little Dan Connolly trick play there. I mean, if he would have completed that, that would have been Dan Conley AFC Championship game 2006 all over again. And I'll give credit to the offensive lineman. He made the catch. There just happened to be a hand that knocked it out of the way. So, man, big props to the big fella. All right, they're on the 2-yard line. Brady under center, gives it to Ronald Jones, and he is just short. Now there's a little scrabble at the end. 4th and goal for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got to the 1-yard line. Now, if you're Tampa Bay, what do you do here? Do you go at the 1-yard line? Do you try to use a QB sneak? If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, do you run it up the gut? Or do you do what Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson did 7 years ago and do a little slant route and hope that it pays off? They're going to go for it. 1-yard line. Brady under center. Has everyone move to the right. Ronald Jones Jr. And did he get in? We'll see in a second. He did not get in. Ronald Jones Jr. at the 1-yard line was not able to get past the line of scrimmage. So that was a very interesting play from Tampa Bay. Now they're saying that he got in. Now I don't know if there's going to be a challenge with this, but there are people who are saying for Tampa Bay that he got in. So when they come back from commercial break, we'll see what the official ruling is. But we have to mention to all of you that that was a stop. That if they don't overrule that decision, this could be the opportunity the Kansas City Chiefs need. This could be the opportunity that Patrick Mahomes needs to become some momentum on this offense. Because right now, to be very polite, Patrick Mahomes is not looking like Patrick Mahomes right now. Patrick Mahomes does not look like the MVP that we have seen for months. So if this does become Kansas City's ball at the 1-yard line, Patrick Mahomes can show people that he can do a game-winning drive 99 yards down the field. But we're going to have to wait and see. We will have to wait after these commercials and figure out if Tom Brady and Tampa Bay did get past the pylon. Or did Kansas City stop them? They are at the 1-yard line. And more importantly, can Patrick Mahomes get a 99-yard drive down the field and get the lead for Kansas City? Plenty of storylines we could be talking about right now. Now, if you ask my opinion, I say he got in. My opinion, if you watch from the above view, Ronald Jones got in. So when they come back, if they don't overrule it, I will need the explanation. Because from the overhead sky cam, Ronald Jones looks like he clearly got past the pylon. And for anyone who knows the rule book, you will know that the rule book states that as long as the football gets past the line of scrimmage, gets lost the pylon, then that is considered a touchdown. There have been plenty of times where guys will go past the pylon and then they will have be pushed back. So the ruling does stand. They did say that Tampa Bay did not get past it. So after looking at that review right there, Kansas City at the 1-yard line and the Kansas City Chiefs 99-yard drive down the field, we're going to see how they do. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line for Kansas City. And Gene Steratore, the rules analyst for the NFL, explaining it right now. But 1st and 10, Mahomes moves Williams to the right. And there's a stoppage on the play. So there is a stoppage on the play here in the Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay. This is a Sports Angle. I am your host, Rocco. We are live on AMP TV, AAMP TV, as well as Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on KIOF in Las Vegas. So 1st and 10, 1-yard line. Williams to the left of Mahomes. Mahomes in the shotgun. Now Mahomes, he's looking. He gives it to Tyreek Hill down the middle of the field, and he's using his speed, his elusiveness to get to the 15-yard line. 1st down, Kansas City. What I did like about that play, is that Tyreek Hill is so quick and so elusive that he managed to break 2 ankles in the process. I mean, he broke multiple ankles. He did what he had to do for Kansas City. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Mahomes in the shotgun. Williams to the right. They have a trio of receivers to the left. Mahomes coming out of the pocket and an incomplete pass to Mecole Hardman. Hey, I'm going to be blunt here. Mahomes is looking awful right now. Patrick Mahomes does not look like the NFL MVP that we have seen the last 18 months. Right now, Patrick Mahomes is looking like an above-average quarterback right now. And I'm being generous. So 2nd and 10, Mahomes in the shotgun, doing audibles as we speak. Kelty to the right, Williams to the left. And he gives it to Williams. It is a run play taken down by Vita Vea. By the way, Vita Vea, one of the best names in all the NFL. So 8 yards to the 1st down for Kansas City. 9 minutes left in the Super Bowl. Let's see if Kansas City can convert on this drive. Let's see if Kansas City can do a 1st down here on this play. Mahomes once again in the shotgun. He has Williams to his right. You have a trio of receivers to the left. And Mahomes in the pocket, looking, firing, and incomplete from Travis Kelce. The very dependable Travis Kelce dropped it. So it is 4th down and 8. Tampa Bay is going to get the ball back. I don't know what to say, but Patrick Mahomes is just looking like a completely different quarterback right now. His confidence does not look like Brady's right now. In fact, I'm going to use that for my show tomorrow, as we can talk about the fact that Brady's focus looks so different than Mahomes. Mahomes looks shaken right now, while Brady looks very confident. By the way, nice play by Byron Pringle. I mean, he got to Jameel Dean. He did what he had to do on that punt return. But there is a flag on the play. Hold up. Let's see what happens. There's a flag here. And I'm going to say it was most likely on Tampa Bay. But we're going to have to wait and see. Now, while we're waiting for the penalty, this Super Bowl, 9 minutes left in the game. What is your reaction? Are you liking this Super Bowl? Are you hating this Super Bowl? Are you watching this Super Bowl? I mean, when it comes to Super Bowl 55, there is so much on the line right now. So I want to know what your opinion is. And it's holding on Kansas City. So once again, the very undisciplined Kansas City team, another penalty because of them. I mean, this has become a reoccurring theme tonight, folks. The Kansas City Chiefs. I think that is 4 penalties they've had on them now. Kansas City is being very undisciplined, doing what a lot of people normally don't do, which is having penalty after penalty after penalty. So they're going to do the punt over again. A little redo here. So with this redo, we're going to see if Kansas City can do something better with this situation. 4th and 16. Townsend to punt the kick. To punt it away, Townsend. And this punt, I'm not going to be nice about that. That was a terrible punt. That was one of the worst punts I have seen. So Tampa Bay is going to get the ball at the 38-yard line. So Tampa Bay odds of winning has gone up in this game from 66% to 58%, then back up to 67%. I mean, this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team looks like they are ready to win this Super Bowl right now. I mean, this team is showing everybody that they are doing everything possible to win this Super Bowl. And with Patrick Mahomes, as nice as I can say it, he does not look good right now. Patrick Mahomes does not look like Patrick Mahomes that we have seen the last 2 years. And for the Chiefs fans that are upset with me right now, I want you to understand something. Mahomes is still a good quarterback, but in this Super Bowl, he's looking average at best. Right now, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, Brady's winning the fight right now. Like if this was a boxing fight, Mahomes and Brady is almost hitting all his punches right now. He's hitting those kidney shots. He's hitting those ribs. I mean, he's hitting those body shots over and over again. But with Patrick Mahomes, he's swinging and missing right now. And it's really unfortunate that Patrick Mahomes is not able to get the job done in this first half. Patrick Mahomes, to put it very nicely, is looking like what Brady did against Philadelphia. Tom Brady against the Eagles looked awful at sections of the game. And that's what Mahomes is looking at right now. Mahomes is looking very sloppy. There have been balls that have been easily dropped. There's been times where Mahomes has tried to get out of the pocket and guys like Devin White are spying him the whole time. And there's also the fact that Patrick Mahomes has not been able to use his feet as productively as he normally does. I mean, he only has 24 rushing yards as we speak. So as we get back to the game here in Tampa Bay, Florida for Super Bowl 55, I'm your host, Rocco. This is the Sports Angle. We are live Monday through Friday on AMP TV, AAMP TV, as well as KIOF, 6 p.m. Monday through Friday in Las Vegas. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the huddle right now. Brady relaying orders. Tom Brady in the shotgun has Fournette to his left. You have the trio of receivers to the right. Brown shuffled over. A screen pass to Antonio Brown. They took him down on the play. So Breeland and Okafor on the coverage there. There has been a good amount of screenplays that Tampa Bay has been running, which not a lot of teams do that effectively. Like, not a lot of teams run screen passes this effective during a season. Like, not even Kansas City runs these type of screenplays that effectively. So second down, Brady all by himself. Gronk gives a pass to Gronk. Sorensen wraps him up. That should be 3rd and 6. Second timeout by Tampa Bay. And right now on the TV screen, they're showing former Falcons quarterback Byron Leftwich, currently the offense coordinator for Tampa Bay. 4 yards to the first down. A trio of receivers to the left. Evans to the right. Jones next to Brady in the shotgun. And it is intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu. Man, Tyrann Mathieu, his helmet comes flying off. But, man, there's a flag on the play. Let's check that out. Now, there is a penalty here. And we're going to check out the flag, see what happens. But by Tyrann Mathieu's reaction, not good. Oh, my goodness. A holding penalty on Ward from Kansas City. The ball is going to come back to Tampa Bay. What a costly mistake by the Chiefs here. The common theme during this live stream is the fact that Tampa Bay is not making a lot of undisciplinary mistakes, where Kansas City has made multiple penalties this Super Bowl. I mean, Kansas City has had 4 penalties and Tampa Bay has only had 1. But understand that Kansas City is looking very undisciplined right now. 1st and 10, they give it to Jones, and he can only get a yard or 2. Right now, we're noticing that Kansas City is showing aggression. In the pile, on the sideline, it's pretty apparent that Kansas City is getting frustrated. Right now, it's really obvious that Kansas City is not being the Kansas City that we have seen this season. Kansas City is not looking like the 15-1 Chiefs team from 2020. In fact, honestly, I don't know what this team looks like. So you got Brady in the shotgun. He's looking, firing the Jones, and he only gets a couple yards. So right now, they're going to have about 4 yards to go to get the first down here in Tampa Bay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are doing their job properly. You see Brady, he's working the short pass. And I had a conversation with a family member about this. That if Brady's arm isn't that strong, he'll use the short pass to his advantage. So 5 yards to get to the first down. Fournette to the right of Brady in the shotgun. A trio of receivers to the left. Brady looking, firing, and it is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 4th and 5 for Tampa Bay. This should bring out the kicking team. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers making the field goal attempt in their own stadium. 6 minutes left in the second. And Ryan Suckup, the former Kansas City Chief, ironically, a former draft pick from Kansas City, 40-yard attempt to make this a 7-point game. It's on the right hash mark. The kick is up, and it is good. So, 10-3 Tampa Bay. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what that is. Well, knowing how this game has turned out, it's probably going to be Kansas City with their undiscipline. But we're going to have to wait and see. And once again, a penalty on Kansas City. This has been the theme of the day, folks. I mean, Kansas City has been very undisciplined in this first half. Offsides on Kansas City and Antonio Hamilton. So once again, Tampa Bay is going to be back in this game. And it is 1st and 10, Tampa Bay. And it is very unfortunate that Kansas City is going through these problems right now. But hey, let's face it, they're doing it to themselves. There is nobody they can blame besides Kansas City for these problems involving discipline. So 1st and 10, Brady under center, Fournette in the backfield. They move Brady to the left. It's a play action. Brady looking, firing, and it is a touchdown to his favorite target, Rob Gronkowski. I mean, Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. But now wait a minute, folks. There is a flag on the play. And it is holding on the defense. They're obviously going to decline that penalty. But once again, Kansas City's discipline coming to bite them in the butt once again. You could have had 3 points, but instead you let up a touchdown to Rob Gronkowski, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I have no sympathy for Kansas City because they're doing it to themselves. Right now, Tampa Bay is showing the weakness of Kansas City, and that is their discipline. Now, Ryan Suckup for the field goal attempt. The kick, it is up, and it is good. So it is a 14-3 ball game right now in Super Bowl 55. I want to thank all of you who are watching right now. And I want to say to everybody that when it comes to this Super Bowl, it has been one of the best right now. So, understand that this Super Bowl 55, we're seeing all the commercials popping up right now. But with only 6 minutes left, let's see what Kansas City can do. Because right now, they're not doing much. Kansas City right now is showing the entire world that they are very undisciplined. They're showing that a lot of people, including myself, said that Kansas City could have a problem if they let Tampa Bay get out ahead. And right now, Kansas City is doing the one thing they could not do. And that is shoot themselves in the foot. Like, Kansas City is legit shooting themselves in the foot. You're letting up mistake after mistake after mistake. Andy Reid in this halftime is going to have to get more discipline put on these players. Because right now, Kansas City does not look like the 15-1 team that they normally are. Kansas City does not look like the team that has dominated every single year. Kansas City is looking like a team that would barely make the Super Bowl, let alone be in the Super Bowl. So if Patrick Mahomes can somehow turn it around, if their defense can stop giving up holding penalties left and right and center, then I will tell you that Kansas City can come back. But them being in an 11-point deficit is making a very bad situation even worse for Tampa Bay and Kansas City. Because Tampa Bay is showing the entire world that Kansas City can't be beaten. Tampa Bay is showing everyone right now that Kansas City does have a fault in their armor. So they're going to advertise the Pepsi halftime show for the 50th time today. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you touchdowns, make touchdowns. You see Tom Brady on the sidelines. You see Gronk on the sidelines. Kansas City chooses to not return the kick. It goes into the end zone. So the 25-yard line for Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, you got to get something started. Patrick Mahomes, I know that you are good at your job. But right now, you have to do what's best for business. And what's best for business is to get that offense hyperactive again. So Mahomes in the shotgun, Hilaire to his right, a trio of receivers to his right. Patrick Mahomes looking, firing to Kelce, completion for the first down. Devin White with the tackle. Now, this could be the momentum that I was talking about earlier. All right, if you complete passes to Kelsey, if you complete passes to Pringle, then Patrick Mahomes can start to build momentum that he has not had this today. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun, Hilaire to his left, trio receivers to his left, Hardman shifted to the right. Now Mahomes looking, fires to Hardman, and is wrapped up by Murphy Bunting. I mean, this team right now is showing a lot of people that Tampa Bay's defense was more elite than expected. I want everyone to acknowledge that Patrick Mahomes is having a very difficult time going up against the #1 rushing defense in the NFL. That he's having a hard time going up against one of the best passing defenses in the National Football League. Mahomes is in the pocket, scrambling, gives it to Kelsey for another first down. They are now in Tampa Bay territory. Levante David and Jason Pierre-Paul with the tackle. You have a little over 4 minutes left here in the Super Bowl. Travis Kelsey picking up momentum for this Patrick Mahomes-led Kansas City team. And I am excited to say that I'm happy that I'm with you guys, that I'm happy that you are seeing the Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay. 1st and 10, Mahomes in the pocket, Hilaire to his left. Now Mahomes is looking, running to the sideline, and will step out of bounds while getting the first down. Patrick Mahomes using his legs, doing what he's done best. A little under 4 minutes left here in the game. And Patrick Mahomes building momentum as we speak right now, but it's still early in the game. I said that after Tampa Bay scored the second time. It is still early in the game. And with it being early in the game, you will have a guarantee that this game is going to get a lot tighter and a lot more exciteful the more the game goes on. Here is a running play from Clyde Edwards-Hilaire. Picked up about 6 yards on the play. A lot of people tend to forget that Hilaire was one of the most hyped prospects coming out of LSU. He played with Joe Burrow. And with him being with Patrick Mahomes, Hilaire is going to be showing the world all the talent he has today. So you have 2nd down for Kansas City. Mahomes in the shotgun. Hilaire to his right. A trio of receivers to the right. Hill motion to the left. Patrick Mahomes looking, fires for Kelsey. First down once again. So Travis Kelsey getting a lot of touches on this drive. This is a trio of catches he has had so far in this drive. 7-16 for Patrick Mahomes. You see on this drive, he went to Hill first, but then he backed off and went to Kelsey second. So this will be the 7th play of the drive on Super Bowl 55. About 2 minutes left. Patrick Mahomes waiting, and he'll let the clock run out. So the 2-minute warning here on Super Bowl 55. The Buccaneers up 14-3, an 11-point advantage. And TurboTax giving one of the best commercials of the year. But like I mentioned to all of you, what is your reaction to Super Bowl 55? What is your reaction to how Tom Brady is performing tonight with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Because his stats back it up. I mean, 111 yards, 12 for 16, 2 touchdowns. There's no nice way to say it. He is dominating this game right now. And there is a reason why Tom Brady is known as the best quarterback in NFL history. I mean, there's a reason why Patrick Mahomes has a long way to go before he eventually meets Tom Brady and his accomplishments. So with it being around 2 minutes left in the game, and we are going to actually wrap up this stream once the halftime does start, I want to know from all of you, who did you pick to win the Super Bowl? Who did you pick to be the Super Bowl MVP? Because I said the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were going to win the Super Bowl and Tom Brady was going to win MVP unless Mike Evans had a stellar performance. Okay? That was the only way that someone not named Tom Brady was going to win the Super Bowl MVP. As if a guy like Mike Evans put on a 200-yard performance tonight for Tampa Bay. But right now, Rob Gronkowski is making a very solid argument for why he should be Super Bowl MVP. So we're going to have to wait and see, folks. We will have to wait and see who is the MVP. Could be Brady, could be Gronk, could be Mahomes if they come back and win. We'll find that out later. 2-minute warning. They are at the 22-yard line, and the Kansas City Chiefs are trying to get their first touchdown in the game. You have Mahomes in the shotgun. You have Williams to his left. And you have a trio of receivers on the right side of the ball. Hill motion to the right. Patrick Mahomes 4 for 4 on this drive. He's in the pocket, looks to Hill, fakes, goes to Hill this time, taken out of bounds by Devin White. Devin White and Tyreek Hill having some back and forth conversation post drive. So after the play, Tyreek Hill, Devin White had a very friendly conversation towards the sideline. I mean, these are two young guys in the sport. I mean, Tyreek Hill has only been around for 4 years. Devin White's only been around for 2. So these guys have a lot of chip on their shoulder. We have 1 minute and 52 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 11. Mahomes looking to Kelce, and it is completed, but he's immediately wrapped up by Levante David. So right now, the Kansas City Chiefs, 6 yards to get the first down. Travis Kelce, I mean, it was a good play, but Levante David immediately wrapped him up. There was nowhere for Kelce to go. And this defense by Todd Bowles has been phenomenal. And Todd Bowles should get a lot of credit for tonight. So 6 yards to get the first down. Mahomes in the shotgun. Williams to his left. In the pocket. He's running for his life. And he's going to have to take it out of bounds. Devin White, Shaq Barrett, they're getting in the head of Patrick Mahomes right now. And with them having to make a field goal attempt, this could be an 8-point game, but right now the biggest story is how Shaq Barrett, the Dominic Sue, how Devin White, how those defensive players are getting mentally into Patrick Mahomes. How Patrick Mahomes does not look like Patrick Mahomes from 2020. In fact, if this is a sign of what we're going to see with Patrick Mahomes, I'm scared for Chiefs fans. And the kick is up. Bucker puts it through the left side. It is 14-6 for Harrison Bucker. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers 14, Kansas City 6. It is an 8-point game with about a minute left here in Super Bowl 55. to end the half. Don't forget that the weekend is going to be here for the Super Bowl halftime show, sponsored by Pepsi. And with all these commercials being played, I've had a lot of respect for Doritos because they had Matthew McConaughey as a cardboard cutout. There have been commercials that have made me chuckle. And I'm just happy to have all of you with me for this Super Bowl 55 live stream. And an 8-point game to get into the half is definitely what a lot of people ask for. The only difference is a lot of people probably didn't expect that Tampa Bay was going to get onto a huge start like they just did. In fact, I guarantee you that not many people thought that Rob Gronkowski would be the savior for Tampa Bay. I mean, 2 touchdowns for Gronk, 2 touchdowns from Brady. And I'm going to keep bringing up Patrick Mahomes because of how important it is. 9 for 19, only 67 yards. Mahomes looks shaken. Mahomes looks like he's flustered. And I don't think this is a very good idea that Kansas City is going to enter the half being down by 8. Because Tom Brady is building all of that confidence as we speak. And Tom Brady is showing everyone right now that Patrick Mahomes is not on Brady's level. Right now, this game in the first half is telling absolutely everyone that Patrick Mahomes, he's a really good quarterback, but he is not there yet. So, very unfortunate, folks. It is very sad what we're seeing right now. In fact, from someone who's just an NFL fan, I actually want this game to be better at the second half. Scratch that. This game needs to be better in the second half. Because Patrick Mahomes is looking sloppy. The Chiefs' defense is causing too many mistakes. And Tampa Bay is taking advantage of every single opportunity. Now, Bucker with the kick. You have Minkins. He's going to receive the ball. He's going to take it to the 10, take it to the 15, 20, 25, and it only gains a couple more yards after that. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with less than a minute left in the game, they are doing exactly what they need to do, and that is get in the head of Kansas City. I mean, a lot of people have noticed that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing mind games with Kansas City, and Kansas City is falling for every single game. They're falling for every trap that Tampa Bay has set so far. So 1st and 10, a little above the 28-yard line. They're going to give it to Ronald Jones, and he will be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Jones and Clark with the tackle. Now, with it being 47 seconds left in the game, I wonder if Tampa Bay is going to play it safe and run out the rest of the clock, or will Tampa Bay try to be aggressive and try to make this a 17-6 ball game to enter the half? That's what I wonder. Because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to see if there's one more touchdown or one more field goal that is being put into effect by Tampa Bay. So Kansas City calling a timeout. This is the standard. I'm going to use all my timeouts before the half bit. 2nd and 10, 49 seconds left in the game. 29-yard line. Brady in the shotgun. Jones to his left. He motions Brady to his left. He gives it to Godwin. It's a screen pass. And they almost get the first down. There'll be about 1 yard left to play. Now, Kansas City calls once again a timeout. Like I said, Kansas City's doing the aforementioned call our timeouts before the halftime dip. And Tampa Bay has scored in the last 2 minutes of the first half in the previous trio of games they played. Against Washington, against Green Bay, and against New Orleans. They scored with less than 2 minutes left in the first half. So we are going to see if Tampa Bay can do that again. 2 yards until the first down. 14-6, Tampa Bay. Brady in the shotgun. Jones to his left. Godwin motion to the left. Watch out for Mike Evans in your upper left-hand corner of the screen. It is set. Brady gives it to Gronk, and he will get the first down at around the 42-yard line. And they're in the hurry up here. Tampa Bay, less than half a minute left in this game. First down and 10. Ronald Jones to the left of Brady. Brady in the shotgun. He fires. He goes long to Mike Evans. And I say that is a penalty. And the penalty flag does come out. Once again, a costly mistake from Kansas City. Rashad Breeland had a very costly holding penalty earlier in the first half. And I think he just got called with pass interference once again. So pass interference from Kansas City, that is a costly mistake that you could not afford to do. So Tampa Bay at the 20-yard line is going to have 1 or 2 more plays before the first half is over. 1 or 2 more plays before the Sports Angle stream of Super Bowl 55 is over. 1st and 10, Brady in the shotgun, looking, firing to Ronald Jones, and they will get the first down and a couple of more at the 9-yard line. And with 10 seconds left in the game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers call a timeout. So with 10 seconds left, 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Now, here's the interesting thing. Will Tampa Bay go for it? Or are they going to play it safe and let Ryan Suckup kick a field goal to make it 17-6? Because if I'm Tampa Bay, I'm trusting Tom Brady. If I'm trusting Tom Brady like I do, I'm going to say, you go for it. You go get that first down. And then you go get that touchdown. Maybe you give it to Gronk again. Maybe you give it to Mike Evans, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. We're going to see they have a trio of receivers to the right, and a timeout's been called from Kansas City's side. Like I said, this is just the traditional, let's call all our timeouts BS. So with around 15 seconds left in the game, 14-6 Tampa Bay, and a lot of people, including myself, are interested to see if Tom Brady can score his 3rd touchdown of Super Bowl 55 before the half. I believe he's going to. I believe that Tom Brady is going to get that touchdown, make it a 21-6 ball game. We're going to see what happens. 15 for 19, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns for Tom Brady. He's in the shotgun, 1st and goal. Brady fires to the end zone, and it is incomplete from Evans, but there is a flag on the play, and we're going to have to wait and see what that is. Now, based on Tyrann Mathieu's reaction, I believe it's on Kansas City. Another holding penalty on Kansas City, and this has become disastrous, folks. The Kansas City Chiefs defense has cost them over 80 yards of penalty minutes. I mean, these penalties are racking up for Kansas City. The 1 yard line, Tampa Bay 10 seconds left. And I say that you trust Ronald Jones and you pound the rock into the end zone. Or you give it to Antonio Brown. That works too. Antonio Brown, 21-6. 6 seconds left in the ball game. And it is 20-6 Tampa Bay. They are up on this Kansas City Chiefs team. What a great game so far for Tampa Bay. I am excited. I am ecstatic that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are up in this ball game. When you watch this play, it's a simple go route. Antonio Brown fakes it, goes back to the left, beats Tyrann Mathieu, and it is a 20-6 ball game here in Tampa. And there's some pushing and shoving at the end of the play. Tyrann Mathieu's not making a lot of friends. So there is a 20-6 game here in Tampa. Tom Brady looking super confident. And unsportsmanlike conduct on Kansas City. I mean, this is the 7th penalty that the defense of Kansas City has been put on them. It's really been a disgrace. It really has been. So we are going to see this kick from Tampa Bay. And then we're going to end the stream here on Facebook Live. So Ryan Suckup getting ready for the kick. The long snapper. He has the ball. He's ready. The snap. The hold. The kick. And it is good. So Super Bowl 55 stream here on the Sports Angle. I am your host, Rocco Kelly. Want to say, for anyone who wants more information, go to our website, sportsangle.com. Check out all of our shows on AMP TV, AAMP TV, as well as KIOF 97.9 FM in Las Vegas, Monday through Friday. I'm your host, Rocco. This is the Sports Angle. So long, everyone.